I think yes. Whoa. You are live on YouTube. Yeah. So we can start. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Talk Immersion. This space is for you to experience the language without corrections, pauses, or judgments, just like experience the language abroad. I'm not a teacher. I am here as a student to learn about the topic of this immersion. I have prepared this talk to learn new words and expand my vocabulary. Guys, I am Josiane. I'm stay here with Lucas again. I'm joking. Lucas Brizola, and Joaquim. Today we are going to about fluency in another language. Guys, the questions are on platform. Did you everyone have access? Okay. So we enjoyed this immersion. Uh, Before we start, I went to start for Lucas. Introduce yourself, please.
What's Lucas?
Lucas without last name.
Uh,
Okay.
Hello,
Yeah.
my name is Lucas. I'm 15 years old. Really like sports. I practice jiu-jitsu. Uh, eu falo futebol, soccer. I go to the gym. Uh, when I grow up, I want to be a lawyer. And I like travel, and I like running.
Okay, Lucas. Thank you. And you, Brizola, introduce yourself, please.
Okay. Hello, guys. Hello, YouTube. Good afternoon again. I am Lucas Brizola, but I call me Brizola. I am 29 years old and I'm from Sorocaba. It's a countryside, São Paulo. I am single without kids. In my free time, I really like watch movies in the series, listen to music, walking alone, and walking with my dogs. Um, I like dance, read the books. I'm working recruitment and selections with a focus on technology, and I started studying English at the TALKNTALK in February the last year. I started for Scratch, and I'm a host since September last year. And every day I'm moving close to my main goal, becoming fluent and more confident in English. Because unfortunately, I don't feel confident to say I speak English, but I believe it's a part of a process, right? Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's part of the process. So you speak very well. I admirate you.
Thank you.
And you, Joaquim, introduce yourself, please.
Yes, of course. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joaquim Maia. I am from Portugal. I am 79 years old, retired, with a son, a daughter, and three grandsons. As a retired, I have some free time during my daily life. Then in my free time, I like to walk in the morning, more or less 2 3 times a week. We go outside for a walk. In other days, I like also to go to the gym. I like very much to exercise. It's my main hobby, I can to say. I like also to travel. More or less every year we make a travel abroad. And it's because I am here in TNT to practice my English skills, to improve my vocabulary in English and French, because it's very useful when we go abroad. If you know one language, French or English, it's very useful, and it's because I am here in TNT. More, I consider myself when sociable and optimist person. One hobby that I like also to practice is playing electronic organ. I study music, then I like very much to practice the music and playing the organ.
Thank you,
Uh,
Joaquim.
and also making some works here in my garden. I have a little garden around my house. Then it's one hobby that I like also to spend sometimes outside in my house. I like very much to make the works in my garden. Yeah, I like very much. That's all.
Okay, that's great, Joaquim. Thank you. Guys, about me, my name is Josiane. As I said, I am 35 years old. I'm living in Minas Gerais. I am a physical education teacher. My vacation is finished. This is my last week of vacation. So great. I'm recording. I'm resting in this month. I am also a PhD student in some field in physical education. I started Talk in July, the last year. I start with advanced study in November in last year too. Guys, I went to do will fluent in English because it's very necessary in PhD program for my study for communication in English. It's very necessary, very good in this situation in PhD study. I like exercise. I try exercise every day. Joaquim and Lucas like exercise too. And you, Lucas Brizola, you like exercise?
Yeah, I try. I confess the hot day is so complicated for me, but I try every day.
Okay, let's good. I see you in Gym Rats of Talking Talk. You
Yes, yes, because I walk in the night and eu tenho em casa uma esteira, fugiu o nome. And every day I practice.
okay? So today we have active peoples. Active peoples, yes, yes, very good. This immersion is very good for me. Guys, so start the question. About question number 1. What does being fluent in another language mean to you? Lucas Brizola.
Okay, for me, being fluent in another language mean more than just knowing grammar or vocabulary. For me, it's mean being able to communicate natural and confidently in real situations, express ideas, opinions, and the feelings without constantly translate in my head. You know, it's about understanding not only the words but also the cultural tone and the context behind them and the feeling comfortable enough to make mistakes and keep the conversation flowing, you know? It's my dream.
Yeah, I agree. I think for me, the better eating for to fluency is the comfortable to talk to conversation because when we stay comfortable, we are more relaxed. We think about the situation, about the words. We cannot translate in your mind. You just talk. I think it's more for me. The comfort in English is more important in my opinion.
Do you,
Is
do, do you feel comfortable to talk English or depend the team, depend the people around you?
I think depend the topic I will talk about because uh, the people around me it's more difficult. So in this week I stay in my parents' house, so had the people a lot of time here, so estou perdendo a vergonha de falar. Today no, this week. So I think I was comfortable to fluency it's dependent of the topic I told. Yeah. And you, Lucas?
To me, being fluent means being able to communicate naturally without translating everything in my head. It's not about being perfect, but about expressing I como fala? Ideias, ideas, feelings, and opinions with confidence.
Okay, it's of course it's very good expression because you said your fluency is not perfect. So we try talking. It's very good.
Mhm.
And more time we talk, more time we conversation other people, we have more vocabulary, uh, more more comfortable to talk in English. I think it is. You have a help you a help in your house now?
Yeah, my girlfriend.
Ah, okay. Hello, girlfriend Lucas. Hi. So, and you, Joaquin, about question number one.
Yes, for me, being fluent in another language means when we transmit our ideas, when we are more or less fluent, and when we speak with someone and we understand the other person, and at the same time we transmit also our ideas. Being fluent, it's not mean that we need to be very well in conversation. More or less, we can to speak not correctly, but the essential for transmit all the things, all the ideas that you need transmit. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes it's difficult. Then, as you said, our fluence depend the subject, depend the topic that we are speaking. Sometimes here in TNT is difficult to discuss some topics, and it's not easy, and it is difficult to be fluent for some topics. It's difficult.
Yeah, yeah. Joaquin, in your presentation, you said you like travel a lot. Yeah?
Yeah.
You use the English in your travel?
Yes, yes. Sometimes when I meet someone that I disposed to speak, more or less it's more in the hotels, for example.
Yeah,
When we make the check-in, the check-out, sometimes we need to ask for some information about the city where we are traveling. I'm not problem to speak. No, I'm not problem. Sometimes it's difficult. I have had already some problems in some countries, because in some countries it's difficult. The language, the pronunciation is very different, very different. Sometimes it's difficult to understand another people.
yeah, yeah. So good, good, Joaquin. Thank you. Guys, about question number 2. How many languages do you speak? And which one do you feel most fluent in? You, Lucas. Lucas without last name.
I speak Portuguese and English. Portuguese is the language I feel most fluently in, but I'm improving more and more in English.
Yeah. You start to study English in Talk or study before?
And before,
Before?
in my
Okay.
school, had
Yeah.
como falar, aulas, had classes in my school in English,
Yeah. Good, good,
mas
Lucas.
era aulas assim à parte.
Ah, entendi. Yeah, get it. Okay, Lucas. And you, Lucas Brizola. Well, I don't know what I called you, Lucas Brizola, so I called it Brizola. I don't know what happened with me today.
Yeah, what's Lucas? I am Brizola.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And you,
Just,
Brizola.
just kidding. As you know, I speak Portuguese and I am developing fluency in English. Although English is a still work in process, I feel increasingly confident using it in everyday situations and in professional context, and I am constantly improving my skills. Thank God, next year I say I speak English.
Uhul, yes. Good, Lucas. Um, and you, Joaquim, about question number 2.
About me, I speak Portuguese, of course. Uh,
Português de
English, elite.
Portugal.
Yeah, English of Portugal is more or less the same of Brazil. Some differences, but not so many.
Yeah.
A little English and French. I think I feel more better in English, maybe, because I start learning English some years ago, and only lately I start with French. Then in this moment I feel more fluent in English than in French.
Yeah. What language is more easy, English or French? in your opinion?
Well, for grammar rules, I think English it's easy. It's easy than French. Maybe is you know the grammar in French to conjugate the verbs it's very difficult also because as in Portuguese the verbs we need to know all the persons when you conjugate the verbs. And in English, as you know, it's more easy to conjugate the verbs in French. And in
Yeah.
English, it's very difficult to know the termination of the verbs. In French, it's very difficult. But in conversation, maybe in French we have many words in French are similar in Portuguese, and then we understand many vocabulary in French than in English, I think.
Oh,
The grammar it's the English grammar it's easy than the grammar in English. In conversation, I think French it's easier than French than English.
yeah.
I
So
think.
it's interesting because I think to French is more difficult. So I don't know study French, so it's I can image, just my mind.
Yeah.
Guys, about me, I was fluent in Portuguese. Thank God. So in English, I try will be fluent. So I don't I hate English. So um, after I stay in talk, I like more the English. So for me, English always had a barrier in my life because I have very difficult in English. So after I studied English in talk, I like more. I think because I learn, so I think this I like more English, and I try stay fluent in English too. Mm, guys, now question number 3. Start with you, Joaquim. What are the biggest challenge you face when trying to become fluent in a new language?
Well, for me, the biggest challenge sometimes is the understanding. Because for me, sometimes is difficult to understand what the other person is saying because it's happened also here in TNT. Sometimes I don't catch the meaning of the words. I know the words. If I see the word, I know and I know the meaning of the word. But when the word is saying, for example, when a native person, it's difficult for me to understand the word, the meaning, the pronunciation. The pronunciation is difficult. For example, for me is difficult when I am listening or watching, for example, one movie, it's difficult for me to understand the conversation in one movie, for example. But
It's very
it's I
fast.
see the translation. If I can see the translation, I know all the words in translating. But
Mm,
when the words I pronunciation and saying for the other person, it's difficult for me to understanding the meaning of the words. It's very difficult. But
yeah.
I read, I write, more or less. For example, I listen many podcasts in English. Sometimes it's difficult for me to understand the pronunciation. But if I read the text, for example, I can to read the text. I understand I know all the words in the text, but the understanding is the more difficult for me.
Yeah, I agree. I too think the oh guys, 1 minute. So my cell phone, my mother's is touch. I agree with you. I think too. The conversation in movie is very fast. We was
Uh,
very lost in some situation.
I admire, for example, some people said that they learn a lot when they are watching movies. It for me is difficult because,
Mm,
as you said, it's sometimes is difficult in Portuguese to 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 know to know the words in Portuguese. Then in English it is difficult. Sometimes they don't say the word completely, the complete words. Then it's difficult for us to catch the meaning of the words. They don't pronunciation the words totally.
yeah, yeah, I agree. And you, Brizola?
My kids, the biggest challenge I face when I try to become fluent in a new language are feel insecure when I speak, because when I try to speak, for example, when I start talk in February, all the time I feel fear, anxious all the time, I auto-sabotage all the time too, especially because when I afraid of making mistakes and translate too much in my head instead of thinking naturally in the language. I also find it challenging to expand my vocabulary and keep up with the past natural conversation. In addition, finding I think the I don't know it's correctly, principal is find enough time to study and maintain consistency because I believe process in English or another language is principal is maintain consistency, in practice it can be difficult, but I know that stay consistent is essential for your process and influence. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think too, we are regular exposed to the language. It's uh, very important for the influence in this language. Yeah. And you, Lucas?
One of the biggest challenges is having confidence to speak out, to speak without being afraid of making mistakes. Another challenge is staying consistent with practice.
You like speaking English or you have anxious to speak English?
I like speak English.
Good, Lucas. Good. Very good. And you have feel to mistake or no? It's tranquil for you.
Tranquilo, tranquilo.
Tranquilo.
Yeah.
Okay. Good, Lucas. Guys, about the question number 5. Yeah. Oh, 4. I don't
Oh,
know. 4.
for
It's very good question. Do you think it's easier to become fluent as a children or as an adult? Why? It's very good question. You, look, Brizola.
Yes. In my point of view, I believe it is easier to become fluent as a child because children usually don't have the same responsibility as adults, such as working or paying bills. Then tend to have more free time and are more exposed to the language through play, the daily activities. Because of that, they learn more. They oh my God, they learn more natural and without the pressure or fear of making mistakes, which makes to learning process smoother and faster, I believe.
Yeah, I think too, when we are children, in my case, I joke a lot in my English class. So I don't have more importance the class. And today in adulthood, I need the English. So it's more easy. No, more it's necessary for me. Oh God, it's my case. Thank you, Brizola. And you, Lucas?
I think it's easier as a child because the brain learns more naturally, but adults can also learn well if they have discipline and motivation.
Yeah, we need to have discipline and motivation. And
Amen.
your case in adult life, I think your motivation is professional life, um, travel, the international travels. I think in
Yeah.
the same.
Minha namorada tá zoando meu inglês.
No,
No, it's because
no, no, no joke in English. Lucas in English.
no, it's because he told me that he will talk without read, and he was reading, so I was joking him.
Yeah, okay. So you help Lucas will be fluent in English. Yeah?
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah. You help Lucas will be fluent in English.
Yeah, I try, but I'm not fluent, so I don't know some things.
Okay. Oh, very good. Your pronunciation is very good too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, you girlfriend joke you and you joke your girlfriend. So it's some situation. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. About the question number 4, Joaquim.
I haven't asked for the four questions. I think it's much more easy for child to be fluent than adults. Uh, sometimes we see the childs. It's easy to learn the language. Sometimes one child with 3 years, 4 years, they learn the language easy, and for adults is very difficult. For example, I am trying learning English about 7, 8 years here in TNT, and I don't speak well yet. And sometimes child with 3, 4 years, they speak the English or the French correctly. I think the child they learn the language very well, very well, very well. I have a cousin. I have a cousin that they live in Denmark, they have a child with 3 years. 3 years, they speak the language of Denmark correctly with 3 years, and it is a difficult learn language. It's a difficult language to learn, the Denmark. My cousin, they don't speak the language. They stay there for 7 8 years, I think. They don't speak still the language, and the child with 3 years they speak the Denmark correctly. Is impressionant. The facility that they learn the child learn the language. It's fun.
Yeah, its practice is very important for your fluency. Very good,
Yeah.
Joaquin. Guys, about question, I choose another question. I choose. mm, Question number 7. It's a good question too. What strategies help you improve your speaking fluency the most? For you, Lucas.
Daily practice is very important. No, calm.
Yeah.
It's very important because you need study every day with no talk with people because deixa eu pensar. Because study grammar every day is good, but talk with people is better.
Okay. You practice English every day?
Yeah, every day.
Oh, it's good. A long time for day or 1 hour for day?
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay, it's good, Lucas. It's good. It's very important. Practice every day. And I think too, listen the music,
Watch movies.
watch movies. I think watch movies more difficult for learn. So your listening to the words is, I don't know. Não sei como que eu queria te falar uma coisa, mas eu não tô conseguindo falar. Tô conseguindo pensar. Eu acho que o filme é mais difícil de você aprender, mas o seu ouvido se acostuma mais com o idioma. Nesse sentido, in this sense. I think it is. Very good, Lucas. Thank you. And you, Brizola? It's my opinion. Okay, Lucas?
The strategy that helped me improve my speak fluency the most are create an immersive environment and using all the resources available to me. I try to expose myself to the language daily through videos, movies, series, music, podcast, and the social media, which helps me get used to different accents and the natural expressions. I also practice speaking whenever possible, even if it's alone by thinking out loud, repeating phrases, or simulate real life conversations. Additionally, I focus on learning useful vocabulary and expression related to my routine and in my professional life. Take notes of new words and review them regularly. Making mistakes and learning from them instead of avoiding speaking. Another important strategy that helped me gain confidence and improve my fluency over time. Yeah.
Yeah. Brizola, have you ever used GPT for conversation Or no, you never use GPT?
When I start student, yes, all the time, Right now, not. Thank God,
Good.
not.
Good. Very good, Lucas. Very good, Brizola. Very, very good. And you, Joaquim? Question number 7.
Seven.
Yeah.
For to improve my understanding, my pronunciation, for me is better to listen the podcasts. Every day, I listen 1, 2 podcasts in English and in French. I first I listen the podcast without reading the test, and I see all the words that I know when I am listening the podcast. After I listen the podcast, and at the same time I'm reading the test. I think it's the better method for me to improve my skills. To improve the speaking, when I have the opportunity to speak with someone, or here in TNT, more or less every week, 2 or 3 times I am here in TNT, and here I think it's the better place to improve, and to practice the conversation, because we have not many opportunities to speak in English, to improve the conversation, and it's when a nice place to improve. But for to improve the understanding, for me the better method is to listen the podcast.
Yeah. About me, I try learn English and practice in immersions and watch movies with legenda and the audio in English, so I understand more the legenda when they listen. One time too, I installed a Canadian radio station in my computer. So I listen the news of Canada and ah these news of radio. I don't know the pronunciation. So it's very interesting because it's some the radio in Brazil is very some. So I think, oh, I understand. So I I less understand the news of the Canadian radio station. It's very fun for me. It's oh my God, a situation I try uh stay immersion in the language. Guys, I think we don't have more time. The another question. So I want to know I want to know, Brizola, what you think this immersion, this topic, this your conversation?
I really like to talk about developing English, because I think this conversation is so enrich, uh, and essa troca de experience is so good. Thanks so much for being at this topic. I really like it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Brizola. And you, Lucas, you like this topic? You like the conversation today?
I very like it. I like it. I really like it. This topic and this conversation. Uh, yes.
Very good, Lucas. Very good. And you, Joaquim?
Yes, I liked a lot of of that immersion. The topic was great. It's not very difficult, I think, about the vocabulary. And for me, it's great. I liked a lot. As Lucas said, it's very good for us to share experience here, to change ideas. In each immersion, we always learn something new.
Okay, thank you, Joaquim. Guys, I like too these topics of obvious, and I try in my immersion with advanced study. I try put the topics for we can more comfortable for talking because I think it's more important we learn new words, we uh, improve your vocabulary. So I think when we talk about we understand, it's more easy for us. So I try choose the easy topic for us. I think it is.
I think
Guys,
I think you are very good to choose these topics.
oh, thank you.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Joaquim. I really like
Some
it.
sometimes there are some topics that are difficult to discuss in Portuguese and
Yeah,
then much more in English.
yeah, I agree. I agree. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I very happy with this. Guys, my next immersion will be Monday 4 p.m. The topic will my daily routine. I think it's easy topic and the interesting topic for conversation with you. And so I invite you for my next immersion. And it is very I was very happy with this conversation with I don't know the word. If you present in this immersion. So thank you, Joaquim. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, Brizola. And I see you in next immersion.
Bye
Great
bye. Thank you,
weekend for
Josie.
all.
Thank you,
Bye
guys.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye, girlfriend Lucas.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.